What up, gamers? Welcome back to Ace Attorney Apollo. Apollo Justice? Apollo Justice time? I think so. So, we just did Donkey Kong, and now we're doing Apollo Justice. So this stream will probably be a couple hours, maybe 3-ish. And then, if everything goes smoothly, we'll do some Mario Kart. But if not, oh well. We'll just do Ace Attorney. But either way, I'm ready. So last time, we did our first day in court. Well, we finished our first day in court, then we did our second investigation, and now we're on our second day in court. I don't know if we've got another investigation after this, if we're going to go the full 3 days, or if we're going to tie it all up in a nice little bundle right here. We will see. But we've kind of gotten a hint for the true culprit, and we kind of know already, so let's perceive some bitches. Yep, exactly right.
This is it! The big day! Did you get any sleep?
Yeah, I went to bed at 1 a.m. or so.
Oh, what time did you wake up?
3 a.m.
That's only 2 hours, Apollo. But at least you have me.
And the Mr. Hat.
And the amazing Mr. Hat.
Here's looking at you, kid. Good luck today, Apollo.
That voice. God?
Close enough. Hey, did you get any sleep? By the way, I got an email this morning that the Phoenix Wright beanie is available for sale right now. It just got restocked. Depends on how much I get paid this week. I might buy it. I need it. I need that beanie. Where is it? I did get... Yeah. The Papa beanie is now back in stock. I hope it already didn't sell out, because that was this morning. Let me check. Oh, yeah, it is. It cannot ship to South America or Asia. What? Does that count for New Zealand too? I don't know. But I want that. Mr. Wright! I was going out of my mind with boredom, so I signed myself out earlier today. Somehow that place makes fake piano playing in the Indochine pasta joint almost seem fun.
Daddy, do you know who Prosecutor Gavin's witness is today?
Take a guess.
How about Little Plum?
That sure would take of a bomb. Nope, guess again.
That's too bad, you know? Speaking of moms, you need to find me a new mommy one of these days, Daddy.
Whoa! It's barely morning, and you're already at it, Trucy. Okay, see, this is why I don't buy their father-daughter relationship. What is that supposed to mean, Apollo? So, Mr. Wright, do you know who the prosecution's witness is? Alita Tiala, your client's fiancée.
She's gonna be a witness? That seems odd. Would she testify against her own fiancé?
You have to wonder what Gavin's up to. Something's going down today. That much is clear.
Well, not to worry. I've got my panties back.
Good for you, Trucy. That's nothing to do with the trial.
Well, if we can't find the killer, I'll just pull one out of there.
This might be the best investigation team I've ever had. Oh, yeah, Ryan still wants to play Mario Kart. Okay, cool. Yeah, then after this we'll do Mario Kart then. Sweet. Lovely.
Court is now in session for the trial of Walkie Kataki.
The defense is ready, Your Honor.
Prosecution's warmed up, and it's a sold-out house. Very well. To recap, While yesterday's witness seemed more guilty than any other party,
Guilty of panty snatching.
we did find one thing for certain. There were 3 people in the park at the time of the murder. The witness, the victim, and the defendant.
Correct, Judge. And today I'd like to do something a little new age. I'd like to look at this horrible crime from the outside.
The outside?
The acquisition of the murder weapon, the preparation for the act. Our poor defendant told all, you see, to his betrothed.
His betrothed? He's a beekeeper and he didn't mention that in his job description? Oh, that's gonna be a penalty!
His fiancée, Judge. His partner in life, with no chance for parole.
Very well, you may show the lucky lady to the stand.
How many sweet, innocent women are gonna be evil? It's like they're outright evil, they're sweet and innocent turned evil, or they're like too stupid to be evil, but then they are the evil one.
Your name and occupation, Fraulein?
Lita Tiala. My occupation is future wife.
Bro, come on. You got no aspirations? Your occupation is wife? Kind of based. I wish my occupation was husband. Bop, 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 bop. Hold on. Did you upload those ones to Twitter, Laser? Yes, you did. Let me retweet them. Twitter, you know, Blue Sky. Ba, 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 ba.
Ah, traditional values. I respect that. Women deserve to only be in the home. That's what I've always said. They're queens. They deserve to not have to work. Too many brides these days can't even weave baskets blindfolded underwater.
Facts, Judge. Facts. What happened to women? Man, women fell off.
Yet you're here today as a witness for the prosecution.
To be honest, I didn't want to testify at first, but I couldn't hide the truth.
Honesty. Another admirable trait.
Fraulein, is it true that on the day of the crime, the defendant, Walkie Kataki, confessed his plans? His plans for murder?
Yes.
The witness will please give her testimony to the court.
It was the day that the family health checkup results came back. When Rocky found out that Dr. Maractus had lied, he flew into a rage. I'll teach him, he said. He took one of the family's pistols. And you already know what happened that night. I just don't see how anyone but Rocky could have done it.
Uh-huh.
So, the pistol did belong to the Kataki family then.
Yes, with regards to this investigation is underway at the Kataki mansion. On charge of the possession of illegal firearms.
You speak funny. And the bullet that took the victim's life, was it?
Fired from the pistol the defendant procured? Yes, it has been proven.
How can you prove something like that?
You know, gun fingerprints. It's a thing. Don't make me explain it a fucking 72nd time.
Alright, fine, I'll explain it to you. Bullets carry the marks of the barrel that fired them, called rifling marks.
Rifling marks?
Think of them as being a gun's fingerprint, left on every bullet it fires.
And when did you first hear about Walkie's plan?
It was the day of the murder. I should have stopped him. I just didn't think he would actually do it. So I let him leave the house with a gun and a knife, and he was going to kill him, and I said, okay, that's pretty fine. I can't wait for you to get home so you can make sweet love to me, honey bunny. Also, I'm going to wait for you to die so that you can give me your money.
Can we take that as a confession? Is that, was that under oath? Can we lock her up for that one? The defense may begin the cross-examination.
Alright. Waki found out that Dr. Maractus had lied. He flew into a rage. Na 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 na. That must have been quite frightening.
He was furious. He ripped his report up into shreds.
Incidentally, I had to request another copy to file as evidence. A bothersome chore, but one I performed without complaint.
Waki's at an age where he's hard to control when he loses his temper.
Bro's like 19 years old. Like, what the fuck? He should 100% be able to control his rage.
Of course, that little bit of instability is so cute. I love unstable, crazy maniac men. What kind of a girl doesn't like that?
Great. No, he sounds like a psychopath. That was the day of the murder, correct?
Yes, everyone in the family received their checkup results that day. When Waki looked at his face went pale.
Of course, he had just found out a bullet had been in his chest. But he didn't know. He didn't know until the last court proceedings, didn't he? He found out later. So you were there at the time?
Yes, poor Waki.
I'm just gonna save and just throw out the fucking report that supposedly got ripped up.
Objection!
Oh, damn. Oh, shit! What about the other one?
Objection!
Okay, no. Bum ba dum ba ba dum ba da 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 dum. So, is it easy to take a pistol out from the house?
Not really. I think there's a system in place to limit access. But Waki's a special case, being the next in line.
Perhaps this treatment was a bit too special, you know?
Maybe he's a bit spoiled. I hear he got amazing presents for his birthdays. Last year was a switchblade made out of chewing gum and a chocolate gravestone.
What? Sounds like he has a taste for sweets. And danger.
The point here being that Waki had access to a pistol. Hold it!
What happened? Meaning the murder.
I tried to stop him, I really did. But Waki wouldn't listen.
The defendant was nothing if not determined, it seems.
The last thing you should do is blame yourself, miss.
How can you say that for certain? How?
Forehead, you will refrain from badgering the Fraulein. Was the defendant, Waki, was it, who took the pistol from his home? We know this for a fact now.
I suppose we do.
So how could anyone else have used the pistol to shoot the victim? They could not. Simple logic, yeah?
That does seem to be the case.
Fraulein?
Does the defense have anything to say regarding this point?
Could someone else have used that pistol? There was another. Based on your testimony, there was clearly another. One other person who had access to that pistol.
What's this?
Interesting. Let's ask the defense then. Tell the court who this other person was.
Well, we know Plum and his dad also have access. I'm just gonna say her because she's now family. Well, of course, I mean, you, Miss Tiala.
Me? Why?
You were quite clear when you told the court. You heard about the pistol from the defendant on the day of the murder. In other words, you knew what he was planning.
Let me get this straight. You intend to tell us that that lady stole the pistol from her fiancé? And killed a man in cold blood on his piaf? I've heard of people doing strange things for love, but this
Does seem a bit unfathomable, to be sure. I'm all for romance and supporting your partner in life, to be sure. But I think I would hesitate at murder.
I hope you do more than just hesitate. But what if a different connection could be proven? A connection between the witness and the victim. We might find that she had a personal motive beyond wanting to help her fiancé.
that would put things in a slightly different light. What possible connection are you suggesting here?
You know what I'm starting to think? I'm starting to think that the police never looked inside that safe.
He was gonna operate on him, and she decided to kill him so her fiancé would die. Well, no, because remember we got info from our guy, our doctor friend, that he found it, but it was in like a place where they couldn't exactly remove it. It was too lodged in, is the info we got. And so he covered it up because mob, and he didn't want to die. And then maybe they were gonna plan another way to get it out or something, and then she did it. I don't know. But it definitely seems like she killed him so that he couldn't help Walkie for the money. Yeah, he said it was urgent and that he's about to fucking die. Like, he's literally gonna die, like, right now. Like, he could die, like, in the middle of the courtroom because the first operation was half a year ago. That was a failure. So, like, he could die, like, any fucking second.
That looks like a medical chart.
Found inside a safe at the Maractus Clinic. I'd like to draw the court's attention to the names written on the chart.
What? Miss Tiala? Whatever. Why is your name on this chart?
Well, care to explain the meaning of this, Miss Tiala?
I'm not sure what you mean by meaning, Mr. Justice.
One little fiancé just froze over.
I was on staff at that clinic until half a year ago. It was boring, so I quit. That's all. Is there a problem with that?
Miss Tiala! You testified that you had no connection to the victim.
And I don't.
Now? Now?
I quit half a year ago, didn't I? So there's no connection.
Let me guess. You're the kind of guy who can't rest until he knows every last detail of his girlfriend's past.
Am I right?
That's not true at all. Why, I embrace the ones I love. Past flaws and all.
There's no connection now. That doesn't fly in a court of law.
Doesn't fly?
One tough nut. She probably feels right at home with Kentucky's. You left your job at the Maractus Clinic. True. But you remain connected somehow.
Very well, Mr. Justice. Show us evidence that proves the witness is still connected to the Maractus Clinic.
The sandals were found in the Maractus Clinic lobby. Ha ha, got him. They're yours, aren't they?
Well, who knows? I'm sure there are lots of people with those sandals.
So sorry for lying, but your act isn't working. Your moment of hesitation just now cost you.
What's with you? I thought you were on my side.
Perhaps you are unaware that toes leave toe prints? A simple analysis of these sandals will reveal all.
Now we see your true colors. I was wrong to cooperate with you from the beginning. I just wanted you to help get Walkie back on the straight and narrow.
This court thinks you need to worry less about Walkie and more about yourself. It sounds as though we need to hear a bit more of your story.
Your sandals were found on the entrance to the clinic, which means you went there on the day of the murder.
Well, there's little point in denying it.
Very well, the witness will tell us about this visit. Why did you go to the Maractus Clinic that day?
I did go to the clinic that day. My first time in half a year, since I quit in January. I went to warn him after all. I knew Walkie had the pistol. The doctor always was a timid man, too timid to admit his own mistake. Why else would I have gone? I'm not hiding any dark secrets. I wanted to tell him to be careful, as an old friend.
Sure, lady.
By mistake, you mean the mistake we heard about from the defendant? The botched operation?
He was a timid small man, but I never wished him any harm. I just thought I should let him know, you know.
Well, that does make sense.
Yes, but there's still one thing. Which does not. Why didn't he call the police about this at all? Not once?
What's that, Prosecutor Gavin?
The sandals left in the lobby, of course. We can assume she wore these sandals to the clinic, yeah? Then why did she not wear them home? If it were me, I would have worn them home.
I would have worn those sandals home too. They are quite nice. That blue would suit me very well, I think.
So why were the sandals left behind?
He pointed out a contradiction before me. Oh! Why is he doing my job for me? Oh! That sly, sexy bastard! Fuck!
Hold on, I need to turn my fan on. It's too hot in here. It be getting too hot in here. I need to take off all my clothes. I don't know what the fuck is wrong with my stomach ever since I got sick on the weekend. Like, I had 2 sausages, some mashed potato, and now I feel like I'm so full I'm gonna, like, die. Like, that's, like, nothing. I've eaten a lot more than that in a sitting before. Like, a lot more. Is my stomach shrinking? I mean, good for my waistline, I guess. If I'm eating less. Net positive, but still. A little odd.
Little odd.
Alright. Yep, sorry about the noise. I need some cool air. You know, I'll put it on level 1, so hopefully it's not too loud. Ow.
There's probably a good explanation for this, alright, Miss Tialia?
I keep trying to say Talia, but it's Tiala. Tiala's such a dumb name. Just make it Talia.
Bow 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 bow
Meow meow meow. Meow 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 meow. Meow, 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 meow.
Say, for instance, there happened to be a similar pair of sandals there which you wore home by mistake?
Actually, that's right. I'm impressed, Mr. Gavin.
Oh, it's nothing. There is, after all, no other possibility explanation. Yeah, forehead?
What? What? No fair. He's filling the holes in her testimony.
The defense may begin the cross-examination.
La 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 la. Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Why else would I have gone? No dark secrets, eh? Come on, look at me however you want, Mr. Justice. You won't find a thing. She's hiding something, I know it. I must have some evidence that proves it, too. You're free to think whatever you like. I went to that clinic with only one thought in mind. La 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 Okay. Did you want Dr. Maractus to run away?
Well, after I failed to stop Walkie, I thought that was the only other way to avoid the problem.
Couldn't you have called? Why go in person?
I called several times that evening, but no one was in.
The victim was too busy driving home until after 9 p.m. that night, remember? This was proven by the mirror yesterday, yeah?
I thought if I warned him, he would run away for sure. Knowing the doctor,
You mean that act of malpractice on Walkie, correct?
if he had just told Walkie the truth in the beginning, none of this would have happened.
True, that operation was the start of this whole affair.
Of course, if he told him, he might have been erased by the Katakis much earlier.
A disturbing thought?
You know, the Maractus Clinic had ties to the Kataki family. He probably couldn't have gone to the police even if he wanted to.
That's why I knew I had to warn him.
But then you'd be betraying Walkie, wouldn't you?
No, I did it for him, for us.
She went to warn him so that her fiancé would not have to commit such a crime, yeah?
I didn't want them to take my Walkie away.
There's no way she went to that clinic just to warn him.
You know why she went, Apollo?
Let me figure out what really happened at that clinic, and fast. Should I bring up the slippers? Or the bullet? I should probably save. But the slippers do have her toe print on it.
Objection!
Nope. Maybe I'll do it on the last one.
Objection!
Ah! bullet. Oh! Oh! I've been killed.
That's enough. I see no need to further prolong this trial.
Oh, I can't. Oh, I can't save and... Oh, fuck. Ding, 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 ding. Well. Retry from the scene. Okay, so it's not the bullet. Unless it's on another one. Was a timid man, too timid to admit his own mistake. Yeah, might die before he even gets there. This does have a red stain on the cord. That's gonna be important at some point. Checkup performed in June. Sold by Wesley. Let me just bring this up again. Oh yeah, okay, there we go. This chart was found inside a safe in the doctor's office.
Yes?
Why would this one chart be in that safe? Miss Tiala, you know why it was, don't you?
Mind filling me in?
Dr. Maractus didn't have the leisure of making mistakes. That's why he wrote up this false report. And kept the truth locked away. Oh, a false report. This one's true. Doctor. And this is where you come in, Miss Tiala. The nurse who filed this chart was you, which means you knew about Walkie's failed operation.
Interesting.
You were in the same position as Dr. Maractus. Kinda makes it hard to claim no connection, doesn't it?
You're bold for a novice, I'll give you that. Mr. Justice, you must know I was only a nurse. The doctor is responsible for the chart's contents.
This chart business does seem to be quite important. Please amend your testimony accordingly.
Too bad, little attorney.
I'm perceiving! Holy shit, I'm perceiving. My bracelet's reacting again.
What is it, Apollo?
I felt my bracelet tighten just now. Oh my god, I am perceiving. Your bracelet? Just like yesterday. Like you said.
I can't see anything, Apollo.
Huh? What's my bracelet reacting to?
Wait, maybe. Yes, that has to be it.
What has to be it?
Your senses, Apollo? They must be sharper than mine.
Huh?
I can't see it, but you can sense it.
I don't know about that, Trucy. I don't have some kind of special power or anything.
Listen to me, Apollo. There's a weak point somewhere in Miss Tiala's testimony.
Tiala.
But we don't know what her nervous habit is.
Well, then what do we do?
You have to perceive it yourself, Apollo. With your eyes and your senses.
It's up to me and my bracelet. I don't know why, but the bracelet helps. Somehow touching it helps me focus. Let's give it a shot and bring down that testimony. I'm perceiving. Here again. Ah! Aha!
Gotcha!
Gotcha! Why go to the clinic for a half-year-old chart now, you ask? But you know why you would go now, don't you? I don't know what you're talking about. It was quite clear, Miss Tiala. You have a nervous habit. The moment you said the word now, you used your right thumb and your to fiddle with your ring.
What?
She was unsure. I saw it. Now. That's the key word. The chart wasn't a part of your past. It was a clear and present threat.
That's ridiculous. Why, if that were the case, I would have had 6 months to do something about it.
Indeed. Which means something happened quite recently. Something to make that chart a problem for you now. Got her on the ropes now, I can feel it. Time to strike the killing blow. With evidence! Miss Tiala, there's no use hiding it. The chart became a threat to you now because of this. A health checkup report belonging to the defendant. The Katakis are trying to get out of the Katakis are trying to get out of the business. The health checkup was this month was their first ever. What did you think when you heard about this?
Oh, nothing. Why should I think about anything?
Oh, I think you were positively beside yourself because you were afraid. You knew what Waki's chest x-ray would reveal. A full half-year had passed since the operation. You thought you were home free. When the chart came back to haunt you... That's all, Your Honor.
What just happened? Did the witness just admit to lying?
I sensed it. There was a great aura emanating from their forehead. Very cool. So the lady was lying, it seems.
That's correct. She said she had no connection to the Maractus Clinic, but her connection was deep indeed, a bit too deep. If the Katakis got a hold of this chart with her name, she'd be finished. Isn't that right, Miss Tiala?
You guessed it.
Order! Order!
I did it. I broke her testimony.
Amazing, Apollo! I didn't see it at all! Daddy was right about you. Wait!
Miss Tiala?
It's true, that chart was bad news for me. That's why I went to meet the doctor that day. But that's all! I told him about Waki and went home.
It appears this cross-examination's far from over.
What?
To get the truth from us, this is clear, yet it is not clear that this truth has anything to do with the case at hand.
Very well. The witness will add this to her testimony. And we'll have a bit more cross-examination. Before brunch.
Ah, I was so close! You're still close. Keep on her, Apollo! But not too on her. Like, don't do anything crazy. Nothing happened at all. I warned him and left.
Hold it!
How did Dr. Maractus respond to the warning?
Oh, he was quite surprised. Panicky, even. Who wouldn't be scared to learn a Kataki was after them?
Incidentally, this court is not afraid of any mobsters. Why, we had a life-threatening situation just yesterday right here in this courtroom. Yeah.
Real impressive the way you stood up to the attack, then, the attack of the amazing Mr. Hat. kept trying to say the Mr. Amazing Hat. I don't know why.
That's all, folks.
After which I carried you back to your chambers.
Sounds like the judge had quite a fright.
Something happened at Dr. Maractus's office that day, huh?
Oh, we found the mess. But what about the mess we found? Something definitely happened in that office, Apollo.
I know. We can't prove when it happened. Nor that Alita Tiala was in any way evolved. Evolved? I can't speak today.
But let's try putting some evidence up anyway.
Alright, so it's either the bullet or the lamp. I'm gonna put up the lamp. Found in the Maractus clinics, they squished from impact with the back of the funny safe.
Objection!
Aye. Bullet? Okay, it was the bullet. It was either or. You say nothing happened in the doctor's office. I disagree. Take a look at this.
What's that?
It looks like a squished up ball of clay.
Kind of like you, actually.
This bullet was found in the Maractus Clinic office. Something did happen in that office, Miss Tiala.
Objection!
Enough of this joking around. The police investigated that clinic.
Objection!
Ah, but this was stuck inside the doctor's safe.
Inside the safe.
I guess the police didn't check that far.
Objection!
But there is a problem. How can you say that bullet was fired on that day?
Objection!
Weren't you the one who explained rifling markings to us? The pistol was taken from the Kitaki mansion that day. If the marks on this bullet match the murder weapon, then that proves a firearm was discharged in that office on the day of the murder.
Not bad if we're hit.
Bailiff, have this bullet analyzed immediately.
Let's go. 30 minutes later, a report arrives. The rifling markings on both bullets are identical. Oh! Yep.
Well, it seems as though the bullet in the safe was fired from the murder weapon. Perhaps the defense would like to state their position.
The bullet in that safe proves one fact. The pistol was fired in that office on that day. And at the time of the firing, the safe was open. The safe which contained the top secret chart.
Do you think someone was threatening Dr. Maractus in order to open the safe?
Only one person was in a position to do such a thing. Our witness, Alita Tiala.
Order! 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 Mr. Justice, where are you going with this? Are you accusing the witness?
Alita Tiala knew about Waki Kitaki's botched operation. She got engaged to him without telling him about it. As long as that bullet remained in his chest, his days were numbered. What if she married him, and then the bullet finally reached its destination?
What?
That reminds me. Apparently, the Kitakis have been asserting themselves in lawful business practices. They're making quite a great deal of money. A fortune, if you will.
Nefarious! So she planned just to marry him to get her hands on the fortune?
You keep talking trash about my Alita, and I'll sue you, lawyer man.
Me?
Yeah, you said you'd abuse my Alita.
I think you mean accuse.
Same difference. Well, you can't have her. She's mine. It was me. I shot that doctor. Me. He left me to die, so I left him to die too. There in that park.
Waki, just cool down a second, please.
You keep your hands off my Alita, or I'll... T...
Miss Tiala?
I'm sorry, It's been so long since I've laughed so hard.
Something funny?
Walkie, wake up and smell reality. Alita, baby?
The signature on the chart. The engagement.
I mean, come on. It's so obvious. Even for a brainless, spoiled brat such as yourself. Alita?
Your honesty is like a breath of foul air, Fräulein.
What is it, Fräulein? Line? Hey, I wasn't getting out of this clean anyway. So the family fortune is what you're really after.
That's right. I wanted the money.
No way, that's whack! I ain't trying to hear that!
Should have done the wedding earlier. Oh well. By the way, can I ask you a question?
Who, me?
I believe you said you were going to abuse me.
Accuse.
Of what crime, might I ask?
Huh?
Oh, I'm a bad girl, sure. I'm close to that brat because I wanted his money. But he was the one with the pistol. He could have fired it into the safe after I'd already left the clinic.
What?
I would never do a thing like that. It was definitely that silly brat.
Wait, but...
What are you talking about?
Jatrusi?
You had the most to lose if that chart was found. But I didn't have the pistol, now did I? Well, you could have taken Walkie's. You think he'd have mentioned that? No. All I've heard him say is it was me. I shot him.
That's only because he's trying to protect you.
Sorry to intrude on this lovely conversation, but the two of you are forgetting one critical point.
What point?
Certainly, the Fräulein wanted that chart. You assume she threatened the doctor into opening the safe, but then... wouldn't she have taken the chart?
Oh.
You see, that chart wouldn't have been left in that safe.
He's right.
Miss Tiala,
Yes?
it's clear to this court that you are not a very good fiancé.
Oh, I'm flattered.
Perhaps it's time you told us the truth. Tell us about yourself, including your actions and whereabouts on that day.
Don't forget! We've proven that you were at the Mitaki's clinic. Maractus clinic. Did I just... God, I need some Takis. Have you guys had Takis before? Like, oh my god, they're so good. Like, holy shit. I love Takis. Like, we don't get them here because it's like American Mexican snack. Like, they're so good. I love how spicy they are. I wish they were cheaper, because when we get them, they're really expensive. My only problem is they have a bit too much flavoring. Like, too much flavoring. It's too salty, but the spiciness, fantastic. Yeah, we already know she was at the crime scene with the shoe. It's like... That's already been proven. I don't know why we haven't brought it up yet. Like, it's been proven. She admitted to those shoes being hers, and that toe print is hers. And we have another shoe with her toe print on. I'll bring Takis. I think we only ever had the blue one, but they're so good. Ugh. Like here. We probably have them in some international section. Let me tell you how much it is in New Zealand, and then I'll translate it to American. Alright. Takis blue. Wait, what? It's that cheap from... What is that company? What is that? Wait. iCarumba.co.nz has them for $3.15. Gold Potato has them for $3.80. What? Hold on, I gotta buy some Takis real quick. It's only 100 grams, though. It's like $1.70 or something in America. But yeah, normally it's $8.90, which is like $5-ish America. And it's like 100 grams. $1.50.
Yes, I went to the clinic that day to speak to the doctor. I wanted that chart, but I failed to get it, so I went back to the clinic later. In any case, I didn't shoot him. You don't even have proof I stole that pistol, do you? And that brat was spotted in the park at the moment of the crime. Frankly, I don't think it matters if Dr. Maractus was shot in the temple or not.
You went back later?
That chart was dangerous, you understand? I needed to get rid of it, that's why I went back that day.
But you couldn't get the chart then, could you?
And later that night, Dr. Maractus was shot. I heard about the shooting, waited a day, but then I had to go back. No easy feat with the cops all over the place.
Ah, that was you?
Apollo, that sound! It came from behind this door.
So you were the burglar.
That was you two. Oh, if only I had one more minute. Then I could have opened that safe and gotten that chart.
What? That's trespassing! And brazen at that!
Oh, this is a trial for trespassing now? Besides, you can't blame a girl for wanting to protect herself. They're gangsters, you know.
In any case, Mr. Justice, your cross-examination.
Committing the little crime to avoid the big one, eh?
Dum 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 dum.
You don't even have proof that I stole the pistol, do you? Well, the fingerprints were wiped. But you could have stolen it. Could have.
Is this some new definition of proof?
We'll ask Walkie. He'll tell us.
Might I remind you that this is a cross-examination? You might want to keep your baseless theories to yourself.
Gosh, he's right, isn't he? Yeah, but...
But what? You have nothing to say. This case is over. It was over the moment that brat was seen in the park. What's the point in dragging this out any further?
Can we bring up the clippers now? La la la. I guess we need proof that she stole the gun. The fingerprints were wiped and his knife didn't get wiped, so... Nope, that's not good enough point, so okie dokie. Maybe present the knife. Nope. Later?
When I heard what happened, well, I was too scared to do anything that day. So I waited until the day after. The 16th, was it? Of course, you and that meddling kid had to get in my way.
But why did Mr. Maractus keep that chart around? It was clearly dangerous for him. He could have burned it.
Because he's a coward. The chart was his insurance.
Insurance?
My signature on that chart, to be more specific. That made sure I couldn't betray him.
Why that day?
That brat was uncontrollable. He was ready to kill. And that would bring in the police. And that chart would become evidence. And I'd be hung out to dry.
The police didn't check the safe, did they? They thought the crime scene was the park.
I'll make sure the responsible parties feel the heat. Such sloppiness won't be tolerated, yeah?
I'm kind of thankful for that sloppiness myself, actually. Doctor was shot in the right temple, yes?
So it seems.
Let's review the facts again, shall we? If the killer shot from this location, the bullet would have struck our victim square in the forehead. However, the entry wound was on the right temple. Yes, we heard testimony.
Why does the judge have that voice? When did it switch from Clavier?
Okay. Yes, we heard testimony on this yesterday. Sorry, I just wanted to try out my Clavier impression. Pretty impressive, eh? At the time of the shooting, the witness was standing here. Just before the gun was fired, he shouted.
Can we prove the witness was up above?
The victim turned his head to look and was shot.
But that testimony was proven to be a lie! Exactly. Our egregious panty snatcher, Mr. Stickler, did witness the crime. But he was standing to the north, next to the trash can where he tossed those panties. If Mr. Stickler shouted from this location, the bullet couldn't hit his right temple.
Silly, silly attorney.
What?
You remember what you said for breakfast? Do you remember what you had for breakfast that morning?
Do you remember, Trucy?
I always have a glass of milk for breakfast. What matters is one thing. The doctor was shot in his right temple. If that's the case, there can only be one explanation. The panties guy was mistaken.
It was proven. But his location was proven. You can't write that off as him being mistaken.
Why don't you show us their forehead?
Show you? Show you what?
Must I explain everything? Very well, let's recap. If the witness panties guy was standing to the north, then where was the shooter standing? From what location did the killer shoot the victim?
Wait, if the victim was standing there, why would anyone shoot the victim in the right temple?
I merely laid out the facts for us. It's up to the one possessing that shiny forehead to show us. If you can, that is.
Walkie-Talkie was standing at the killer mark. Wesley Stickler at the witness mark. And of course, Palmeractus was at the victim mark. They weren't standing at either of those places. As the facts stand now, we can't explain this crime without contradicting ourselves at some point. But I know why. The real killer shot from an entirely different location.
What are you talking about? I don't see any other place.
Apparently, Mr. Justice does. Let's hear it. Where in the park did the killer shoot the victim from?
It's time to raise the roof and the stakes.
Huh?
Penalties are such frightening things, don't you think? But what if they were a bit more terrifying?
I already have one left. I was gonna lose either way.
Like so.
Double penalty?
I only have one, so, it doesn't really matter.
If Lloyd wishes to take us in a new direction.
From the side of the cart. Yeah, we already know that. Just let me pick it already. Challenge accepted.
It's justice time. Are you sure, Apollo?
The key is the witness, Mr. Stickler's testimony. If we believe that, and where we know he stood, the victim turned when he shouted. There's only one place the killer could have been.
From right here.
This is where the killer was shot from.
I hadn't thought of that.
None of us did, Your Honor.
This explains the wound in the right temple. How?
Okay, does it need to be a little more to the left? I didn't exactly know exactly where, because we know they were hiding behind the cart, which they would have had to come out to shoot him there. Oh, wait. Oh. Fuck, why is my hand cramping? Ow! Great. So they would have had to be on the noodle side of the cart? But we know they're on this side. But if they shot him from that angle, that's the same problem as if Walkie shot him. So it had to have been over on the noodle side, right? Fine, rub it in. Well, if it was pointing there, would they have to be here? Like what? Like here? Take that! Oh yeah, there we go. I believe we all owe a debt of gratitude to Miss Alita Tiala.
What do you mean?
Thanks to you, we had a chance to review the crime. And this time we were prepared. We know that Wesley Stickler was telling the truth. We should have listened to him from the beginning. Wesley Stickler was standing next to the trash can when he saw the two men. No, not through the noodle cart. They were standing like right there. Hey, Big Boss. He shouted just as he told us in his testimony. And the victim turned to look in his direction. A shot was fired. The victim was hit in the right temple.
Oh no!
Oh, yes. Which direction was his right temple facing at the moment? That's right, toward the noodle stand.
Order! 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 So you're saying the killer was inside the noodle stand?
Let's think about this a bit more, shall we? You say the killer was inside the noodle stand? Which would mean the victim, Dr. Maractus, came to the park, wheeling his own murderer in the cart behind him.
This is the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard.
Wait, I did think about maybe she was in the in the noodle cart. I did think that for like a second, but like I didn't think that was true. I thought maybe she was just hiding around it. But that would make sense if she wheeled her there. Like, it's a good point. Why did he even carry the cart? That's a good point. We don't even know yet why he took the cart. To hide Tiala? Or, I don't know.
I think you'd notice if you were pulling someone along.
There's something we should worry about before that. Why was he pulling the noodle stand in the first place? Exactly!
Let's deal with our problems one at a time, shall we? Someone was hiding in the stand. We have not come this far to talk about possibilities. Let's talk about proof, baby. Show us evidence that proves someone was in that stand.
Can I prove that? You want evidence that someone was in the stand? The bowl, maybe? I mean, it doesn't really have any proof on it. Is there anything off about it? Whoa, whoa, whoa. How do you even get in the noodle stand? Tarp? I don't have the tarp as a item though. I don't know if we have proof that anybody could have been in there. We have proof that somebody else was there, but... Well, too bad. Well, too bad. Kidding. Just kidding. I've got it. Close one.
Then let's see it.
It didn't matter what one you picked. Sometimes you have to say no, but no. Too bad. Just kidding, guys. I have the evidence right here. Yeah, maybe it is the bowl. That would make the most sense. I don't exactly know how it proves anything, but I don't know. They left the bowl behind. Moved the bowls to make more room in the cart.
Thoughts, Prosecutor Gavin?
We have a choice between heaven or hell.
The slippers definitely prove she was there, but it doesn't prove she was in the cart.
Either our brains are damaged or their foreheads is. I wonder which it is.
This court finds Mr. Justice's brain faulty. By majority vote.
Ugh, I'm gonna pick something else. We know the slippers have meant that she was there this whole time, but like, that's not a good way to bring them up, is like, who was inside the cart? How could she be in there? Any proof there was someone in the cart? The slippers prove she was there, not in the cart. The Maractus Clinic, and they're covered with paint. These slippers were found in a trash can near the crime scene. And a single slipper print was found at the scene. Right next to the noodle stand. Oh, and Miss Tiala, your toe print was found inside the left slipper. That doesn't prove she was in the cart, though. We were fucking all right, Laser. You're not alone on that. We already figured that out.
Jeez, wants to take credit for everything.
The game presented it in a fucking stupid way. It said, how prove she was in the cart. That proves she was outside the cart, not she was in. It doesn't prove she was inside the cart. You were making a joke. That what?
Yeah, okay, buddy.
In other words, this is proof you were inside that noodle stand. It really isn't, but she seems to be screaming.
Yet there was only one slipper mark found at the scene. Can this be called the footprint in good faith?
Observe the diagram. A dark pathway runs right next to the slipper mark. A slipper wouldn't leave a trace on a cobblestone path.
Yet you still cannot say this is a footprint yet.
What are you talking about? Yes, it's a footprint. Why not?
You have an impression left by a single slipper. What if it was on the stand and simply fell onto the ground?
That wouldn't leave a print. No. That actually would not leave a print. To leave a footprint, you have to put in an indent. If it fell, there's not enough pressure to make an indent in the ground. If you drop a shoe onto dirt, it's not gonna leave a print. Like, maybe a tiny one, but to leave a proper print, you need a person that imprints it. Right? Am I going crazy?
One more thing. A noodle stand is typically cluttered with the tools of the noodle-making trade. There's no room for a person to ride in there.
You do have a point. Could someone have ridden in that stand?
How does one sell noodles from a noodle stand if you can't fit a person in a noodle stand?
Oh, Apollo, I think I might be onto something. I think I figured out one of our pieces of evidence. In order to make room in the stand, some things would have to be
Removed. Well, Mr. Justice, you have proof that someone could have hidden in the stand?
Through the windows at the opening at the front. No, it seems like she was in the stand and just shot him, like, in the stand. I think that's what they're saying. I don't think she shot it through.
I think that footprint is from when she was escaping. Why are my balls burning? Anyway. Bowl. This is a noodle bowl from the stolen Eldoon's noodle stand.
Yes, and what about it?
We discovered a large quantity of these bowls yesterday. In the lobby of the Maractus Clinic. Oh, I actually did forget about that, honestly. I did forget that they had it all in their... Okay. Yeah, I forgot that was all in the clinic.
Large quantity of noodle bowls in the victim's clinic.
Mr. Eldoon was very clear about these bowls.
Well, I don't care who did it. Without that stand, I'm finished. Oh, my noodle bowls were there too.
And yet the bowls were removed. That night, there was a space inside that noodle stand. Space created at the Maractus Clinic, no less. Right around the time that you were there, Miss Alita Tiala.
Stop! I won't listen to any more of these wild fantasies. No, not fantasies. They're worse lies than that spoiled brat's pickup lines.
I would like to remind the witness of her current status. This court does not consider you entirely innocent.
Show me an innocent, I'll show you a fairy tale.
In any case, the defense has somehow made its point. The witness had both a motive and an opportunity to kill Dr. Maractus.
More fairy tales. This whole trial's a fairy tale.
Then please, pull us back down to reality, Miss Tiala. I'm giving you one last chance to explain yourself. And well, if, Mr. Justice can get you out one more time, well, to the prison yard with you.
This is it. Why was Dr. Maractus pulling the stand that night? And what was Alita Tiala doing inside it? Time to get to the bottom of this case. That's a fun thing I can do with my fan. That makes a fun noise. Can you guys hear that? I think somebody farting in a factory or something.
That night, I went to ask Dr. Maractus for the chart. I had no intention of ever letting that chart fall into the Kataki family's hands. But Mr. Maractus didn't understand. For some reason, he thought the Katakis had sent me. So I gave up and went home. All I did was talk to him.
You knew about the botched operation. So you tried to get rid of the chart. To save yourself.
I won't make excuses. And I did warn the good doctor. I gave him a chance. I told him that brat got his health checkup report. And that he was coming to settle the score.
I see. Very well, Mr. Justice. Begin your cross-examination.
Yes, Your Honor. This is the last testimony.
And if you can't, you will be forced to be interviewed by Larry, our brand new chief operator in torture.
We have a torture division now?
Yes, it's very effective. Hell, it's downright inhumane, but, well, you know. Ever since Eustace took over as the lead prosecutor, well, things are a bit different around here.
Either I perceive the truth or it's over. Are we perceiving?
Is it the same thing?
Is their tick the same? And then it would be the first one, then. Let's see, is it the same thing? It's not the same thing. Had no intention of that chart. Yep, that seems right. But he didn't understand. For some reason, he thought the Kentuckys had sent me. This one, probably. Yep.
Gotcha!
Gotcha! All I did was talk and lie. What? Show me proof. What do you think everyone else sees when Apollo's trying to perceive a nervous movement? Oh, he's definitely just, like, staring directly at her. Just, like, eyes bulging, not blinking. 100%. Actually, you know what? I can show you exactly what it's like when he's perceiving. This one?
Oh, no.
Hold on. How will this work? Oh yeah, that works. I'll show you exactly how he looks at people.
Oh, no, it's the Cyclops. Don't look, don't look.
I'm not looking.
That's how he looks. I'm not looking, Trucy. Don't worry. Pretty sure about this one. I think I'm getting the hang of this. A little slip in confidence and they give it all away. The proof is you, Miss Tiala. All I did was talk to him, you claim? Yet you can't hide your own nervous twitch when you say those words. My twitch? What are you talking about? You have a habit of scratching the area of your neck around the edge of your scarf.
What?
This is working better than I'd hoped. Unconscious actions tell the truth she won't say. Habits and lies, 2 dots. Connect the dots and find the truth.
Don't look at me like that. I told you the truth.
Seems that when you recall what really happened in that office, you can't keep your hands off your neck, can you? Seems that nervous habits are unconscious reactions that manifest when someone's trying to hide something. Apollo, we've done this like 3 or 4 times now. You don't have to explain it every single time. Can't hide behind your scarf, Miss Tiala. Something happened between you and the victim in the Maractus Clinic office. And I've got proof that shows exactly what happened. The bullet? Or the lamp? Maybe the lamp.
What's that?
You're touching your scarf again. There's something unusual about this lamp. Bro, Apollo could just gaslight you into fucking... into anything. Oh, you're touching your scarf again. We know you're nervous when you do that.
I mean, no, I'm not.
What's that? I've never seen that before in my life. Oh, you're doing it again.
Fuck. He's right.
The bulb is broken, and there's a red splotch on the cord. Seeing how you hide your neck, I think I can come up with a plausible explanation for the lamp's state.
Well, spit it out. This talking in circles nonsense is killing me.
Very well. The answer is very simple, Miss Alita Tiala. Please remove your scarf. Oh, she's gonna have a cut from the glass? From the broken globe? This is a trial to determine what happened at the park. Yet we seem to have drifted off target.
Don't you understand that this all connects, you fucking idiot? It was the same night.
If we can prove this, we can prove she was there. Especially if she got into the wagon that took them to the park.
Objection!
We'll find out soon enough if we're drifting. As soon as the witness removes her scarf.
I won't do it. This is insane. I'm an unrelated third party. You can't order me to remove my clothing.
Miss Tiala, along with your scarf, remove your panties and bra as well. I mean, I'm afraid you've forgotten what has already been proven.
What?
You're hardly unrelated. Please remove your scarf.
No. You can't make me. No.
I knew it. So I was right, wasn't I, Miss Alita Tiala? Your neck. That isn't what I think it is. Something did happen the night of the Maractus Clinic. That doesn't look like a cut. That looks like she was being strangled. You need to get that chart back, no matter what it took. Even if you had to steal your fiancé's pistol to do it.
But wait! Looking at this lamp in the witness's neck, it looks like the very opposite happened.
Exactly. The victim in the clinic that night was this witness. Specifically, you tried to threaten Dr. Maractus, and he attacked you. That's what happened the night of at the Maractus Clinic. I do like how her like wings are flapping. It's kind of weird, but...
Order, order, order! Will someone please tell me what really happened?
Well, so she pulled a gun on him. He started strangling her with the lamp. Then, she shot him in the head. That's basically what happened.
I told you the truth already. I went to the clinic that night to warn Dr. Maractus.
Touching your neck again.
That gangster knows everything. He's coming for you.
Looks like my clinic's seen its last patient.
We have to get rid of that chart. Quick, open your safe and give it to me.
So you can save your own skin?
What?
I know what you're up to. You want in with the family. And if they see that chart, you're finished. Maybe me holding the short straw. If I'm going down, I'll want some company! You!
And what happened next? He jumped at me and knocked me to the floor. Then, he took that cord.
Yep. Guessed it.
Pa Maractus was serious. Deadly serious. He really tried to strangle me.
Well, in an alternate timeline, he did kill her, and then he would be the one being convicted right now. And actually, that would have been more interesting, because then we could have had our Noodle Man be a little more involved with the case.
But oh well. I must have blacked out.
And then we could have been like, I'm gonna need to call an old friend to get a spirit medium.
So, you were the victim.
The red splotch on the cord was your lipstick.
I didn't want to remember that night. That's why I didn't bring it up. There, are you happy now? I was out cold, almost killed. And you claim that I snuck into the noodle stand? Well, how could I?
Ah!
Well, one thing's clear. We now know what really happened at the Maractus Clinic. It would seem that our victim was not entirely without blame himself.
I'm sorry. I get so nervous just thinking about it. It's hard to breathe. I've told you everything. Can I go home now?
You bear some responsibility for the events that day, true. Yet, if you were also a victim, this court would owe you some sympathy. Well, Mr. Justice, I believe this clears up the remaining questions for Miss Tiala.
No, no, no. She's not getting away. But there's gotta be some type of evidence in here. What woke her up? The panties? Oh, the panties had to have woken her up. Maybe there's a crack pipe in there. I don't know. Maybe she was smoking crack. Maybe little plums, bloomers. She could smell them. Maybe she smelled the noodle cart. The gunshot woke her up. I guess she didn't get knocked out cold, because, yeah, the bullet in the safe. So maybe what happened is he tried to strangle her, thought she was out cold, went to go open the safe to get the file to, like, incinerate it or whatever, because he thought he'd killed her. And then she shot the safe, which he quickly put the file back, shut the safe, and fucking ran, I'm guessing. Maybe pleaded for his life or something? I don't know. When did this happen? Suddenly everyone's sympathizing with her.
I don't know what to think anymore, Apollo. I mean, is that it? Do we know everything we need to know about Miss Tiala?
Very well. This finishes the cross-examination of this. Hold it!
Gavin, are you gonna side with us?
Not so fast. This party is just getting started. Now we rock.
What?
Those spikes on your head are softer than they look. Or do you not have the stomach to go all the way?
Prosecutor Gavin?
Val Maractus choked Lita Tiala. She fell unconscious. But what happened next?
He's right, there's more we don't know.
But she was choked hard enough to leave a mark. Some girls find that really attractive. I don't know who, but you know. I don't know, maybe she didn't fall unconscious and she was just in a state of pleasure. I'm just guessing here. She would have been out for a while.
Even still, what if Her in that noodle stand.
Oh. The reason she was in the noodle stand was because he was trying to get rid of the body! Oh, I get it! He strangled her to the point of her going unconscious and then put her in the cart to get rid of the body at the fucking lake. He was gonna throw the body away. I see. That has to be it. And that would explain why she's in the cart, how she had chance to wake up, and then shoot him in the head. Lady Tiala, half dead. Dr. Maractus pulling that stand. And a bullet fired from inside the noodle stand. I mean, yeah. She definitely started it. But I mean, it's still all evil.
What if it's all true? We might have already figured out what truly happened that night.
Miss Alita Tiala, as you can see, we're not through with you just yet.
You really want to blame me for this murder, don't you? You too, Prosecutor Gavin?
Me? Fraulein, I only wish to know the truth.
Well, let's back over what we've learned up until now. On the day of the murder, Waki saw his checkup report, from which he learned about the bullet still inside him. So, he took a pistol from the family stash, with the intent to give Dr. Maractus some of his own medicine. Medicine in him.
Miss Tiala heard about this from Waki, so she went to the Maractus clinic ahead of him, in order to get rid of the chart with her signature.
But then something happened.
Sounds like you figured it all out. But remember, I was the victim. I was out cold.
But what about Dr. Maractus?
That does seem to be the problem. He had just strangled Alita Tiala, perhaps he thought to death.
I was just knocked out, not dead.
In the state of his clinic, the scene in the park, I think it's clear what the good doctor did next. Well, Forehead, care to guess?
Well, Mr. Justice, what did Dr. Maractus do?
Maybe he did think he killed Alita Tiala. I have evidence to show what he did next? Well, he would have put her into the noodle stand and taken her, you know. As his next move, Dr. Maractus stole Guy Eldoon's noodle stand.
What killing me disturbed him that much? So much he randomly stole the noodle stand?
It wasn't so random. Remember all the bowls in the clinic's foyer? Bowls that belonged inside the stand? I think it's pretty obvious, don't you? That stand was at the clinic. However, the question is, why did he remove all the bowls?
Maybe because the stand was heavy?
Or he wanted to put something inside the stand in their place. Yep, to get rid of the body. Got it! Got it!
Ah! Wait, you don't mean...
But why would he tell Waki? Because if he told Waki, it would get both of them in trouble and they'd both be killed by the mob. It's like the last thing he wanted to do. I'm saying he was trying to get rid of the body and then happened to across Waki. Dr. Maractus did replace those bowls with something. Your corpse, Miss Tiala.
My corpse?
Dr. Maractus panicked. He thought he'd kill you.
His next move would be to dispose of the body.
That's crazy talk. You're all crazy.
And let's think about it. Logically, the doctor had a place to dispose of you in mind. Why'd she have the gun, though? Because she stole it from Waki. And then he probably just left the gun in the stand because he thought that he killed her. And he doesn't want to be seen running through the streets with a gun in a cart. It's kind of sus. Guy running with a cart in the street, still sus, but less so if he doesn't have a gun in his hand. Why would he bring the gun? Protection from the mob who would be out to kill him that he knew of? And that was the case because he came across it. But on his way there, who should he run into but the defendant, Walkie-Kataki? I question your logic.
What's this, Prosecutor Gavin?
The park is a dead end. Why would he head in that direction to begin with?
That's right. He had no reason to go there. Oh, now I get it. It was a trick. That spoiled brat made him do it. He made the doctor steal the stand.
Tell me, why would someone go to a dead end? Unless the park was his destination.
What?
Apparently, the defense has an idea. Tell us where Dr. Maractus was heading with the stand.
To the river!
There, that's a river.
Yes, Your Honor. I scarcely need to explain why. Perfect place to dispose of a body.
He was gonna throw me into that river?
Didn't have many other options, Fräulein. I was right, baby. Let's go. Me when I'm right. Wait, hold on. Me when I'm finally right for once. I believe this clears up all the remaining questions. The victim pulling the stand and the defendant before him. And inside the stand, you, Miss Alita Tiala. And then, the denouement. New word alert. Seriously, have I encountered a new word every single fucking Ace Attorney stream? Hey Google. Explain the meaning of the word denouement.
The word denouement refers
Denouement?
to the final resolution or outcome of a plot in a literary work or drama. It's the part where
The
all
denouement.
the loose ends are tied up and the
The
conflict.
denouement. Ah, the denouement. The denouement. The denouement. Hold on, guys. Wait 1 second. Okay. I'm ready. The denouement. Wesley Stickler of panty-snatching fame walks up. Seeing the two men, he shouts, "In that instant." That looks so stupid. Big Boss, can I ask, does the 3D rendering get better? Are we gonna have more 3D rendering like the one in Investigations 2 later on? Because this shit fucking sucks. This shit is stinky. No? Oh, great. So they just dropped like one of the best 3D Ace Attorney stuff in the fucking Investigations 2. Alright.
So I shot him?
You were the only one who could have stolen Walkie's pistol. The shit they cook up in the next case? Oh boy. It had to be you!
Well, Miss Tiala,
Nice work.
You mean I'm right?
I mean, You've done a fine job dreaming up a story. To get that spoiled brat off the hook. You're the one who's dreaming. Apollo's backed up everything he said with facts. If you're so sure he's making it up, give us another reason. Why was Dr. Maractus pulling that stand through the park? Who knows? But there was one gaping hole in your logic. Your big fat stinking asshole.
Investigations 2 came out after this game? Well, it had to have, because that... I don't know if they touched it up for the re-release, but, like, the animation in that one 3D section was, like, really good. I was very impressed by it. It was very clean. It wasn't, like, mind-boggling, but for Ace Attorney, it was pretty good. Wait, hold on. I want to see the release order. Ace Attorney release order. Okay. The release order are Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney, Phoenix Wright Justice for All, Trials and Tribulations, Apollo Justice, Miles Edgeworth Investigations, Gyakuten Kenji 2, or Miles Edgeworth Ace Attorney Investigations 2. Wait. Edgeworth's name in Japanese is Gyakuten? Gyakuten Kenji? Yeah, I wonder why, Laser, because you guessed half the fucking plot before it happened. Professor Layton versus Phoenix Wright, then it was Dual Destinies, then Gyakuten Saiban, the Great Ace Attorney, and then Phoenix Wright a Spirit of Justice, Gyakuten Saiban 2, Great Ace Attorney 2. Okay. So, Great Ace Attorney 2 is the last one released. That's the most recent one. So Great Ace Attorney, does that have, like, the best graphics? No, I know. It's got, like, one of the best stories. Best stories, really good characters, Edward Gumshoe, you know. I know that they transition into a 3D art style soon, but if we're gonna get a brand new Ace Attorney, I would like them to go back to this 2D. It got a much better glow up than Apollo Trilogy. Like, but yeah, for the next brand new Ace Attorney, I would rather this 2D art style, this like anime inspired, like, I guess it's kind of anime inspired. I don't know. It's like just a very cute, lovely style that I really, really like. The new 3D sprites look really good. I'm sure they do. I'm just saying, I'm a 2D man myself, you know. If they stick with 3D, it'll be fine. But I would love, like, a new hand-drawn Ace Attorney would be great. It's also the first time a case was a prelude to the next. Is that true? Didn't Ace Attorney 3 have one that preluded to the next? Where Phoenix was reading the shit from his hospital bed that he fell fucking down 50 million floors from? Whereof of what? I can't believe she's still trying to deny this.
Is this true, Prosecutor Gavin?
Must I always be the one to point out Air Forehead's errors?
Maybe there really is something.
I believe the Fraulein speaks of a doctor's car.
His car?
That's right. The Maractus Clinic has that big garage.
In which set a green sports car, was it?
Why would he steal the stand in the first place? If he wanted to carry a body, he could have used his car.
And so we find our victim without probable cause to steal that stand. And our defense without a case.
Well, he kind of hated, Eldoon. I have an idea. You know that green car? I bet it wouldn't run. It was broken.
What an excellent counter-argument, Fräulein. Too bad you're quite wrong.
Huh?
Don't tell me you've forgotten what happened to your daddy.
Daddy?
That's right. That night, the car that hit Mr. Wright. It was that green sports car.
Oh yes, I'd nearly forgotten about it.
Afterward, he drove it back to that garage. It ran fine.
That's right. So why didn't he use his beloved sports car,
A glaring contradiction, to be sure. More glaring than your forehead.
No! No!
Order, order, order! Well, Mr. Justice, why didn't Dr. Maractus use his car to carry the body?
Is that a groan of surrender, I hear? Some advice. Now's a good time to review all you know.
Well, the mirror got torn off, so that would be hard to notice if he's being followed. There was, panties in his exhaust pipe. Does that stop a car from working? I don't know.
Everything you've learned over the last 2 days.
Everything I've learned.
Mr. Justice, this contradiction casts doubt on your entire case. This is truly your last chance. The defense will explain to us what happened that night.
The car didn't run. I have an idea. It's all coming together. That night, Dr. Maractus couldn't use his car.
Now you're making even less sense than usual.
Not according to my information, Miss Tiala. Put one and one together and the explanation's simple.
If it's so simple, then perhaps you could show us some evidence.
The panties!
Let's see now. Panties? Again? Oh! You were all too horny. You know what? You're all guilty of horniness. To jail with you.
All sorts of things can come out of my panties, including STDs.
Even the truth. That too.
Well, okay. Another crime was committed the night of the murder. The theft of these panties. The latest in a string of similar thefts, actually. But that night... I would hope not. Me every stream. That night, the snatcher was caught in the act. Brave young girl chased the thief until he hid. In the Maractus Clinic garage.
What?
The snatcher hid the panties there before running. Perhaps someone in this court remembers where he hid them?
Why? Weren't they found in the car's exhaust pipe?
Exactly. By the way, I learned something yesterday. A very important piece of information. And I learned it from you, Prosecutor Gavin.
So you were here investigating?
I was on my way home when my hog gave up the ghost.
Your hog? Please tell me you're talking about your motorbike and not your cock.
My motorcycle won't start a clogged exhaust pipe.
Oh, I get. Well, he did say that. Yeah.
Too bad. Looks like such a nice bike, too. Hard to believe that it could just break down like that.
Cars, motorbikes, they're all the same. Plug the exhaust and they won't run.
My, how interesting.
While Miss Tiala and the doctor were struggling, the panty snatcher snuck into the Maractus garage. From that time until the time we found these, that car wouldn't start.
What? That's why Dr. Maractus had to use the noodle stand. It was the next closest thing he could think of.
Oops. Well, nice air guitar, I guess, you fucking nerd. Jesus, you're more of a loser than I thought. Well, Miss Tiala, this wraps your doubts up quite nicely, I think.
So it does. Where am I? So dark, can't see, cramped. The pain, my throat's burning.
What's your problem?
You Doc! I know what you did! Walkie?
You lied to me. So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna give you a taste of your own medicine, man.
Wait, let me explain.
Fine. I'll give you your last request.
Listen, you're being tricked, but not how you think. It's not just me.
No! He'll ruin everything! I have to stop him!
Kaboom.
Cease this at once, you two!
Well. He was going to explain, but that's not the reason he went to the park. That was your intuition. He didn't go there to explain it. He explained it because he got caught. To try save his ass.
Funny, this isn't the way it was supposed to turn out. Oh well, too bad. I lose.
There's still one mystery. How did you manage to disappear from that stand?
In the silence after the shot, I heard the witness running.
I believe we heard as much from Wesley Stickler. He went to use a payphone to inform the police. What a fool!
Which is when I made my escape.
Which is when you left that slipper print.
Dr. Marek just didn't bother taking my slippers off. I threw them out after I stepped into that paint. Oh.
That was your mistake.
No, my biggest mistake was coming to you for help, Mr. Justice.
Hmm?
I believed in you. You and your anything agency. If anyone would get Walkie declared guilty, it was you.
What? You got us to do the opposite! We're the right anything agency, not wrong anything agency. God.
Well, I believe we've reached a conclusion of sorts. Prosecutor Gavin, how's Miss Alita Tiala doing?
Well, she's confessed everything. We're processing her arrest now.
Prosecutor Gavin seems calm for someone who just lost.
You already knew.
You figured out she was the killer a while ago.
You lost, but I didn't exactly win either.
Something the matter, your forehead?
Looks like it's time to announce a verdict.
Yippee! Woohoo! Confetti! Woohoo!
Court is adjourned.
Great job, Apollo! You did it!
Yeah, we did. somehow.
Walkie's off the hook. Free to become the gangster he's always wanted to be. And he has you to thank.
Hey, attorney man! You're gonna pay for what you did to my Alita Holmes!
Or to blame, I guess.
You give my Alita back! Stupid pointy-headed attorney with a death wish!
Enough, Walkie.
Mr. Kitaki.
It's high time you opened your eyes, Walkie.
What do you know, old man? I think it's about time you open yours! Giving up the life trying to become some kind of businessman?
Don't talk about what you don't understand, Walkie.
I'm afraid the guard is gonna throw them both out.
Not in jail, wouldn't that be a happy ending?
Hey, maybe we can help him out. We know why Mr. Kitaki needs to make so much money. Maybe we should tell Walkie. Oh, Walkie, Apollo has something to tell you. You're gonna fucking die, dude!
Huh? I do? You put me on the spot.
What's that? Tell him the reason why, Apollo.
I'm pretty sure it's his, death warrant. Do I want to get any of these wrong? I don't know. I'm pretty sure it's the chart. Boom, psh, boom, psh. Think about it, Walkie. Think about your condition. I talked with your mother, Little Plum, yesterday.
Oh, it pays, but we need a lot of money right now. Clean money, that is.
She doesn't mean... You aren't really... Are you?
I searched the globe and I found one. The doctor can take the bullet out of you, Walkie. But it's an expensive procedure.
But man, but you got plenty of money already, don't you?
I won't use it. It was the gangster life that did this to you, Walkie. I want to help you and I want to do it clean. Oh! Please understand, Walkie.
Dad. Man, I see how it is, old man. Always you looking out for... Walkie? Listen, good old man, one day, I'm gonna take you out, and then we'll see who's the OG. You try to hide in your business suit, I'll find you. Stupid old geezer. Oh my, Walkie.
No, it's as it should be.
Mr. Kitaki. I liked him more without the puppy dog eyes.
I'm glad to have met you. I'm not so good with words, but I know a professional job, I see. Thank you.
Who? Me? I don't think...
Someday, I'll make you one of our latest. The Kitaki Lime Pie.
Ooh, that sounds good. He's opening a pie shop?
So long.
Aww. I love Mr. Kitaki. I hope we see him again. Definitely give us an update on that pie shop of yours, pal. And he was gone.
Well, let's head back, Apollo. To the Write Anything Agency.
Hey, since when do I work at your agency?
Aw, we make a good team. Don't just stand there. Let's get going.
Why not? She did help me out. And apparently they're gonna pay me at some point. I've never had key lime pie before, but it sounds good. That shit sounds tasty. Do you guys think in the next Ace Attorney game they're gonna try do voice acting? Because what? The Great Ace Attorney was... that's still a 3DS game, right? So... you know, it would be a bit harder to do voice acting there. Like, it's not impossible, obviously, but, like... I could see them maybe trying. If that happens, though, I'll probably just turn off the voice acting and do it myself. Because that's kind of how all the games have been. Unlike Persona, where I let the voice actors do the stuff. They have some voice acting in the cutscenes in the next game? Oh, really? Okay. Is it by, like, the anime voice actors, or is it, like, just a slew for the game? Because it would be kind of cool if they brought back, like, the Phoenix Wright voice and stuff. Because I know that, Persona uses the... In the animes they made for the game, they always make sure to get the proper cast back. It's just the game voice actors, okay. Fuck. My chair blanket got all fucked up.
My chair blanket. Hold on, guys. I'm fixing it.
Still a few questions that need answers. What? This power mine that she showed me. And my bracelet. If anyone can help me figure it out, it's her. Well, I can't say I care much for what her father has become.
Oh, that's right. We have to go someplace first.
Huh? Where?
Why, to claim our reward from Mr. Aldoon.
Oh, salty noodles, right. He got a stand back already?
Oh, and after that, you can come see my show. With a special appearance by the amazing Mr. Hat.
Oh, it's a special, all right.
Please, anything but him.
Come on, Polly Poo. Don't you want to see me? Me and you.
Turnabout corner. Alright, well, we're gonna go for one more hour. So we'll start the next case and get as far as we can. And then we're gonna switch over to Mario Kart. Oh, is this his band?
We love you.
Rock on, everyone. This party's not over yet. Get out your handkerchiefs for our special guest. That's right, baby. The night's just getting started. Thank you for coming to the Governors. Guilty as charged. This ends this first part of the show. There will now be a 20-minute intermission. Oh! Oi, 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 oi. Anyway.
This is so cool! Us at Governor's concert?
Did you say something? My ears are still ringing. Oh, that's what you sent in the DC. The full song that they were playing? Okay.
The Governor's putting the sick back in music.
Oh, wait. I said that.
Well, I thought Mr. Gavin was really nice. Sending us those tickets at 20% off. They're hard to get a hold of, you know.
When you invite people to a concert, it's usually free.
Let's head to his dressing room, Apollo. You know, like we're a couple of VIPs. I've always dreamed of being a VIP at a Gaviner's show.
Trucy, you did know who Prosecutor Gavin was before the case. What kind of fan doesn't even know the lead vocalist's name?
Yeah, but I'm a girl. I'm supposed to swoon over gods of rock.
Why do I have that? I was just like, let me let me put on this random thing. It's just a text box named K. Okay. Oh yeah, that's good. I like that. God awful, maybe.
B.
I love that little frame.
I bought all their stuff on the way home from the trial. I got 12 Gaviner's albums and 15 concert videos.
It's quite a bit of impulse shopping.
I can advance on my next 15 years worth of allowance.
For Mr. Wright, that sounds like a real act of generosity.
Yeah, it was like 50 bucks.
Alright, Trucy, listen. I'm not gonna give you any more money until you're at least 30 years old, okay? Listen, I can't keep giving you money for this crazy boy band obsession of yours. Who would imagine me here at the Gaviner's concert watching Prosecutor Gavin rock? To be honest, he was kind of cool. I'm kind of envious. Not that I'd ever admit that to Trucy. Wow, it is fucking horrendous in here. How do you relax in this room?
Ah, you made it.
Mr. Gavin, thanks so much for the tickets.
And the invoice you sent along with them.
You're incredible up on stage, Mr. Gavin.
Nothing like music to brighten the mood after a trial, yeah? And we're almost ready for our next act. I'm looking forward to it myself.
Lemmerroar's singing right, the siren of the ballad.
Oh yeah. That flyer said she flew all the way over here, over for the show. You know what? For the next Ace Attorney game, we should work for, fuck, what was his name? The defense attorney from, Investigations 2 that was related to Edgeworth's dad. I'm blanking. But we should work at his, the Edgeworth firm. I think that would be fun. Yeah, Eddie. We should work for Eddie in the next Ace Attorney. At least we'll get paid there, you know?
That's right, I happened to catch her show while overseas. Her voice is divine. I knew I had to invite her to perform with us.
Lemmerroar says, you praise me too highly. Murderer? Maybe? Murderer, perhaps? Whoa, who's this guy? He's huge!
Allow me to introduce Mr. Romain Latouche.
Okay. You know, I'm not a big fan of lettuce on my burgers, but, Romain's okay. That was Apollo saying that I like lettuce.
Lemmerroar's manager, and her interpreter, incidentally. It's a great honor for us to be here, and a great honor for
Lemmerroar? I don't know how to say that. Lemmerroyer? Lammy-royer? I'm just gonna call her Lammy.
Great honor for Lammy to be heard in this country.
Oh, is she from, What's that country called? Oh, I'm sure they'll say it. That voice. I wish I could understand it, but it's beautiful.
Ooh, it's Lemmy! I'm actually meeting Lemmy!
Lemmy, mysterious songstress. Quiet, deep song glides through the air, lilting above a sparse but elegant piano accompaniment. Now this is music. She's a real artist.
Lemmy says we have long looked forward to this joyful performance. Lemmy, your voice, it is an art. Yet without this piano to guide me, it is but a voice.
Okay. Is that your brother, your kid, your boyfriend? Like, I don't know what, I don't want to assume anything. Okay, it is a kid. Couldn't tell if he was a kid or short. I've seen this kid somewhere before.
He plays piano at all of Lammy's concerts. He's cute, and he's really a good pianist.
A what? Good penises are a dying breed, I hear.
Are we going to just skip? Okay. Allow me to introduce Machi to Bai. He's blind. Sway never strays far from Lemmy. They are always together.
I like characters from a fairy tale.
Lemmy's so... What's that word? Exotic.
Trucy, you can't say that. You cannot say that. Trucy, stop. Trucy.
And mysterious. Not in a racist way.
She does seem quite pretty. At least her eyes do.
Hers is a kind of sightseeing music.
Musique? Maybe? Huh?
She travels the globe, putting the sights she sees into song. Even though her appearance and voice are exotic, her songs remind us of something close and warm.
Sight into song. That's so poetic.
She was gracious enough to put music to my lyrics tonight. The guitar's serenade. I hope you enjoy it.
I can't wait.
And now it's time. For the next part, we're giving the governor's hard rock a little rest. Lemmy, the stage is yours. The band members will not play during Lemmy's ballad. Only Machi's tender tones and Lemmy's dulcet voice. And my guitar, of course.
Woo! Sounds like the...
Jesus, Trucy. God, it's just a concert. Fuck.
Polly, we need to get in there now! Nights like this make it all worthwhile, you know?
I should have learned to play the guitar. Not much romance in chords of steel.
Shall we hit the stage then?
Good luck, Mr. Gavin.
Take care of your hearts. Take care of your hearts are stolen away, yeah?
Let's get back to the concert hall, Polly.
She's singing like KK Slider. Okay, this doesn't look that bad. Except for when he was randomly a 3D model for some reason, like here. Hold on. Guys, I got this. Oh. You guys are supposed to hear that. Oh shit, she's going off! Oh yo! Sons! Oi! Oh my god! Yo, why? Oh my oi! Holy shit, she's going cam! Oi oi oi! Papyrus is grabbing Sons! Oi oi! Oh my god! Sons was a ghost! Oh man, no! Uh-oh, wait, his banjo is burning! Oh, wait a minute! She kill him? Yo! Go off! Oh shit, he's burning! Actually did not expect his guitar to fucking catch a flame. Then she just kept going with the concert. You did not give a fuck. If you can't tell by the 3D models, prepare to watch this 500 times over in court. Oh, great.
Wow, wasn't Lemmy amazing? I even tried a little.
Surprised Prosecutor Gavin actually burned his guitar.
Yeah, that even surprised me, and I'm a magician. What a production.
What a destruction. I don't think Prosecutor Gavin was expecting it either, oddly. He looked as surprised as I was.
Is that what they call risking life and limb for art? I think he's my new hero.
I'm not sure I'd call that art.
Well, what are we doing here? Let's get going to Mr. Gavin's dressing room. There's 20 minutes till the last part of the show.
How many breaks does this band need? Wait, is he actually the victim? Is he actually gonna die? I mean, there he is.
What the heck was that? I was never consulted about it.
Sorry, Mr. Gavin, sir. I've asked the man in charge.
I play new rock, not great balls of fire. Speaking of fire, I have a good mind to fire whoever's responsible.
He seems upset.
Apollo Justice, were you the one who tried to torch me?
Hey, I didn't do it.
So much for risking your life for art.
Guitar's serenade is ruined, ruined!
Well, let's try to talk to him at least.
I'm not sure that's the best move right now.
You mean the guitar that wasn't a part of the act?
Part of the act? Who'd burn up a guitar on purpose?
But it worked really well with the lyrics just then. Burning on in my heart, fire burned my love away, all away.
Wait, you think the audience thought it was...
Sounds like you got lucky.
They probably thought it was part of the act. At least I did.
Whew. Thank God, I thought my reputation was ruined. As a pussy. The real me.
You got lucky and you didn't even realize it.
Anyway, the guitar was the Ferrari of guitars! All the speed, all the sound, all the price. If I burned one of those at every show, I'd go broke!
Unusually frugal for a rock band. Try saying that to Mr. Gavin.
Sorry, unusually frugal for a rock band. Sorry, I got a cold, I think. Achtung! Today's been one disaster after another. My hog won't run, my guitar case is broken.
They told me there'd be days like these. Wasn't Lemmy's song incredible? You worked on it too, right, Mr. Gavin?
Yes, thanks. It was a collaboration. I wrote the lyrics and she wrote the melody.
You know, I was surprised she could sing in English.
Sure, she practiced a long time for this day. Here.
Trucy, she sang in Animal Crossing Ease, not English. Sugar, sugar, oh that night in your embrace when you stole away the keys, my heart held on to so tight. Pleasure, pleasure, but a fleeting melody that wraps itself around me, and now through the air I fly. Okay, that's important, I guess. Okay, did Gavin and her have like a fling or something? Did they like fuck and now like Gavin broke up with her and she's pissed or something? How old is she? 40 years old? 24? Oh god, I hope not! I hope they didn't. I mean, the brother can do what he wants. You know, he's over 18, he's over 20. You can fuck her if you want, dog, but like, god damn. I don't know. He's chasing those MILFs, you know?
Me and him are two of the same. It's a lyrics, Cheeks. It's yours.
Whoa, whoa, burning in on my heart. Fire, burn my love away, all away, like a bullet of love. Fire, take my life away. All away. Guitar, guitar, up together to the sky. Okay.
Yippee! Thanks so much.
Bro literally just said yippee. How will I ever get to sign our client defense agreements?
Almost time for the third act of the night.
Is he actually gonna die? Is he actually gonna fucking die in this third act? I mean, he's probably my least favorite prosecutor, so it wouldn't be that much of a loss, but it would be crazy if they actually went through with it. We have to deal with a different prosecutor. It'd be like in Persona 4. I won't spoil what happens in Persona 4, but there's a similar something that happens. Not like an important character, but similar event.
Oh, there's more?
Yes, Lammy's part is done. Now it's time for us to drop our groove again, yeah? Hope you're ready to catch it.
Ready, Apollo?
I think I'll pass. Huh? I like the bit with Lammy. The rest could use a volume knob turned way down. Oh, Apollo, you're getting old. Does 22 qualify as old to a 15-year-old? Okay, Apollo's 22. There we go. Confirmation! So he was around 23, 24. Like I guessed. Bro's older than me by 2 years. I guess technically 1 year in February.
Well, I'm going.
Get the old folks a rest backstage, yeah? Time to rock.
Hey, you're older than I am. True. Do 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 do. Postcard from Lammy. I can't read a single word of the sentence at the bottom. Trucy might want one of these. I'll show it to her next time we're here. You gonna find out Apollo is Edgeworth's kid? There's not enough time for Apollo to be his kid. Edgeworth is like the same age as Wright. There's like... He would have had to adopt him at like... What age? Like 15 or something? Which, I mean, not outright crazy, since Trucy's here, but... No, but Wright had her since she was like... At least... below 10 years old, I think? Because she has reference being like little with Wright, so... If he did adopt her right after he lost his job... But didn't she reference knowing of the defense attorney stuff? I don't even know. she would have been 8 years old 7 years ago, right? So that would make sense if she got adopted after he lost his job. Yeah, eight's definitely an adoptive age. Thick leather gloves and sunglasses. Maybe I'll try these on. And second thought, no. They might be evidence for one of Prosecutor Gavin's cases. That's an odd guitar. Design is that character I saw in the hallway, but with sunglasses. What a strange mascot. Looks like he's crying. Since when was rock about crying? You should name this guy Emo. Okay. Sure, I guess. Does anybody who cries constitute as emo? There's graffiti on the mirror. And lipstick? Wait, the Gaviners are all guys. Maybe Prosecutor Gavin wears lipstick? This is the case that sucks dick, right, Big Boss? This is a really bad case. I'm kind of preparing for the worst here. That guitar looks like it was made out of a cop car door. That's right, Trucy's not here to set me straight. And I feel kind of lonely. A delicious bowl of stew! Made of plastic. Oh, the bottom of the bowl has a G on it. They sell these at concerts? Whatever happened to t-shirts? In your opinion, it's better than 2-3? But not by much. I'd say the fact that it doesn't have a bunch of pedophiles in it probably elevates it a little bit. Police uniform. Next to it, a policeman's hat. A pair of handcuffs. Guy's kinky. Guess the band is really into the police. Must be a Prosecutor Gavin's bad influence. I thought rock and roll was all about being rebellious. Is the mystery solvable? It's just like a bunch of bullshit put on top of bullshit. Just bullshit on bullshit on bullshit. Chains dangle from the ceiling. They aren't glamorous, but I bet Detective Sky'd have something to say about them. Bro's lonely as fuck. Can't think of anything but his friends. Ignoring that stuff and directly looking at the case, it's still just slightly better. An old-fashioned speaker hangs from the ceiling. That must be to monitor what's happening out on stage. I think we have the same kind of thing at my school's PA system. No P! That's Capcom's new rule. No pedophiles allowed. But, like, that's the thing. It's a law game, so if they existed, but, like, we were trying to prosecute one, that would make sense. But no, they just get away with it because Japan. Because Japan's funky like that. I think they changed it though, didn't they? Didn't they change their age consent like up to 16, which is what most other places have? Good. Good. I don't know what kind of a crackhead came up with 13. That blue badger is such a little scrungly little guy. I want that little guy. Oh, hey, it's you, that right kid. Detective Sky. I'll let that right kid business pass. I am 22 years old. You're only like, what? How much older is she? Not even by that much, like 2 years? 3 years? Like, what the fuck? We could easily date and it wouldn't be weird even in the slightest. Call me Emma. No need for titles once you've shared a bottle of fingerprint powder. That's a new one. So, Emma, what are you doing here? Isn't it obvious? I'm snacking. Think I want to be here? Me, in charge of security in this pit? Security? Did something happen? There's no knowing what that glimmerous fop. Apparently he's all upset because something was stolen. He wanted security back here during the concert. Where does he get off acting like he's some big rock star? He's a big rock star. Hey, you listening to me? So, where's this door here lead to? This one? That's Lammy's dressing room. Don't even think about going in unless you want a piece of snackoos in your face. Is she ever in a good mood, I wonder? Yeah, you're 25. You're literally 3 years older than me. We could easily date. No, I mean, not that I'm insinuating we should, but if you want, I mean, yeah, I mean, if you want to see a movie, I mean, I wouldn't say no. Ba-doop, 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 ba-doop. Me when Emma appears. Me when Emma. Me when Emma. Emma? I've never seen someone eat snacks with such vehemence. Better give her a wide berth.
What?
You can't fuck Emma, she only loves science? Well, scientifically, I'm stupid, and I need an examination. Ka-donk. She snackooed me. Emma? Never seen someone eat snack. Okay. She keeps throwing snackoos at me. Snackoo is such a weird term. Like snacko would be easier to say, but snackoo? Snackoo. My, shinderu. Snackoo! What do you think? That must be a bottomless bag of snacks. What's this? Some kind of headset earpiece? How would someone leave this in the hallway? Emma's my wife now. Someone this infatuated with snacking. Based and snack pilled. Maybe Lammy's bodyguard dropped it? You were not this weird last time we saw you. You were so infatuated with, like, science, and now you're just like, things aren't going my way. I need my snackoos. Hey, bring me my snackoos. Emma! Will you stop eating those snacks for 1 second and listen? If you think you're gonna pull me away from my snacks, just hear you mumbling. Oh, no, about whatever, you're gonna be sorely disappointed. At least I got her to stop munching. God damn it! What's that odd-looking doll doing there? Oh! I slept blue Roger. Could you try to either talk? Could you try either talking or munching, but not both? She snackooed me. Right. for going out of my way. Sorry, I don't speak snackoos. Yeah, I think it was her case where they introduced the blue badger. Like, properly. They introduced this one, specifically. I think there was a plushie of him, and then Gumshoe made the dancing one. It's a pretty sturdy looking box there. Maybe it's an instrument case. There's a guitar next to it. I don't even think about taking that. I don't even think I could carry it. Ah! Snackooed me. Wish you would snack at me. Governor's guilty as charged tour poster. Plastered all over this place. It's annoying. Well, this is a concert venue. It makes sense. Why? Everyone here's already here. Why advertise to them? I don't know. People like to see the poster at the concert. It's part of the experience. You have to find a fault with everything I say. What the... God, we're not married. Yet. God. Also, I'm a defense attorney. It's my job. I have to think of it. I am a little thirsty. I'll have some tea. I think I'll get a water. I'll have tea. You want tea so bad? Go buy it yourself. Dunk. I'll take a tea. Bro, they are so dating right now. It's not even funny. This is Lammy's dressing room. If you even think about going in there, I'll... What was that? Was that a gunshot? Something's going on. You, out of my way! Emma! Lammy! It's not locked. I'm going in. Okay, 2 big holes in the wall. Case closed. Guilty as charged door. Another ladder. Great. What's that awful noise? No, it's the concert. Oh, it was him! It was her interpreter. Well, I called him the murderer, but he was the murdered. I think he was more fucking with you. Hold on. My phone is fucking up. Lettuce! Oh no! Hey you! Me? Watch this room for me. I have to go call for backup. Right, understood. You need to make sure no one comes in, right? Don't touch anything. I'll be right back. What's going on? I just talked to him and now... He's alive! Mr. Lettuce, can you hear me? I mean, I thought you were fucking with him, because, I mean, why would they kill the prosecutor? I mean, it would be cool, but, like, I did not expect that. Who shot you?
Don't know. Ask.
Ask what?
Ask witness.
Witness? There was a witness? Who?
Cold. So cold. Witness.
You're cold. Just don't worry. You're gonna be fine. Help's on the way.
Can't see.
Hang in there, Mr. Lettuce. Tell me, who's the witness?
The witness is Siren.
Siren? How can a siren witness anything? Mr. Lettuce! Yipes! Emma! What was that? Who's there? What's wrong? Emma, did you see anyone just now? Huh? No. Could have sworn I heard a door close. The concert's been canceled. Backup's on the way. Is Mr. Lettuce? He's dead, isn't he? That's terrible. Oh, I lost him. Romaine lettuce. Shot. They found traces of doo-doo feces in the lettuce. I heard his last words. The witness is the siren. Or whatever that means.
July 7th, backstage hallway.
Okay, you the murderer? You look very interesting. I'm guessing you probably did the murdering, maybe? You look murderous. You've got a shark hoodie. It's pretty murdery. It's pretty evil. I was gonna flip a coin on if I should lie or tell the truth. That's based.
The venue's locked down. We took names and addresses before letting the crowd go. Good work, Darian.
I'll let you know if I don't know what to give this guy. I don't know what his voice would be. I'll let you know if I find anything out about the victim. Later.
It's investigation time, then. Yeah, Fräulein Detective?
I don't need some rock and rolling prosecutor to tell me that.
One request I must make. Tell no one, on staff or otherwise, anything of this.
Ooh, a gag order!
No word gets out other than that Mr. Lettuce is dead. No word of the cause of death or the murder. Tell no one? Not even Lammy? Not even her. We must keep everything under wraps.
Well, we can't, you know, can't forego the conclusion that she's the murderer. There's definitely a possibility there.
Oh, one other thing. I'll need your signature on this here, forehead. Yours too, Fräulein.
On that, investigation request. Why just us?
You two are civilians. It's standard procedure.
That should be okay to sign, I think.
Well, get started with the investigation.
I'm on it already!
And one tip for you.
Me?
Try not to get the Fräulein Try not to get in the Fräulein Detective's way. She's in a foul mood today.
Gee, I wonder why. We were all questioned as witnesses. And now none of us can go home. We'll investigate all right. Our way. Somehow I don't see us getting back to that crime scene anytime soon. Still can't believe I was there when it happened. Not an experience I'd care to repeat anytime soon. This is no time for navel-gazing. Let's crack this case! You know, I was just witness to murder. I saw a man die with my own eyes. I was there when he slipped away. I saw him die. I think he's just being funny, Laser. I don't think it's a vendetta. Bro's just goofing. I worry about Trucy. She seems to have a very loose idea of what it means to be an attorney. Of course, that's not surprising considering who her father is.
Something the matter?
No. Let's get cracking. I'm the only one who was here. The only one who heard Mr. Lettuce's last words. Siren. Probably not as it seems. Lammy could be seen as a siren. Machi must be her son or something. Seems like Lammy's the witness. But then, witness is easily tied to murder most of the times. So... We can't go to Lammy's dressing room. We will get fucking booted out. July 7th, in the wings. The stage looks empty. And that shark guy did already leave before getting the notice to not be able to. He's already gone. He already escaped.
Oh well, nothing to do but go to the crime scene, I guess.
I guess. I thought we just said... I thought it was just implicated that we couldn't go back to the crime scene.
Looks like nobody's here.
Prosecutor Gavin's probably busy with the case, too. No rest for the wicked.
No rest for us either, Apollo. Let's get rockin'. Rock, rock!
What's wrong with you?
What? Oh, it's you. I figured you'd come.
You have to let us investigate the scene, please.
Your attorneys know. Shouldn't you wait until you have a client?
Why does it tell me to ask the witness, the siren? His dying breath, no less. Doesn't that count?
Clear me all you want. You'll get no snacks from me. Please! Please, the poor Lemmy. Oh well, I suppose. You did find the body with me.
Great, let's get to it.
Right!
Just try not to touch anything. Well, she's letting us look, and she's not munching on her snacks. This bodes well. There are clues here, I can feel it. Leave no hanger unhung, no spot unspotted.
Mr. Romaine Lettuce, was it?
He was Lammy's manager and interpreter, apparently. Yeah, he's just goofing on you. He's just straight goofing. This was his first time in the country.
So I'm guessing he didn't know many people here. Doesn't seem likely. Nor can I think of anyone who had a motive to murder him. Except for one person, of course. One person? Who?
Lammy. No one here might have had a motive, but she's from... What are you talking about? Hey, it was Emma's idea.
I said nothing.
Always with the snacks.
He's a big man, or was. I don't even think I would win a fight with him.
Which is why whoever it was used a revolver, I'm guessing.
We've sent a request to the Borginian embassy.
Oh yeah, Borginia.
For more info on him. Well, you and I know more about the crime than anyone. You do?
That's true. It was us who found the body.
What?
Trucy, I told you this like 2 seconds ago. What the fuck are you talking about?
Guess that's what I missed for watching the concert.
Hey, I wish I was watching the concert. Anything would be better than this.
Well, we know the crime took place during the concert.
And when we heard the shot, we entered the room. And the killer was already gone. Not really. We heard somebody vacate as soon as Emma left. Before she came back, we heard someone else in the room with us.
What? But that doesn't make any sense. You came in when you heard the shot and no one was here? How'd they leave the room?
Well, that window's a little too small, isn't it? The mystery of the disappearing killer. There's a hole underneath the couch, just like the prison case, and then in the hole there's a bunch of peanut butter, which links to the guy who doesn't have the peanut allergy. It just so happens that everybody on the band has a peanut allergy except for the shark guy. He's the murderer.
La 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 la. Ooh, what a pretty brooch. Oh, Emma?
You're not gonna say, "Can I have it?" please, are you?
Oh, look, you may be a cute little girl of 15, but that doesn't get you any special treatment with me. Oh.
It's not healthy to envy the young, Emma. It's not about envy, it's about tempering with evidence. Note to self. Emma lacks a sense of humor. Use caution. You need to learn to respect your elders a little. Something seems so familiar about that brooch. Elders? You're only 3 years older than me. Oh, you're talking to... Right. It's a sort of pin fastener for attaching things to clothes. Not a safety pin type, though.
So if it's not a safety pin, is it a danger pin?
I suppose if you stuck it in your eye, then yeah, sure. But you could do that with the safety pin too, for that matter.
Thanks for taking the fun out of my danger pin.
Aw. Danger pin through my heart here.
Ba-ba-da-ba, ba-da-ba-da.
Holes in the wall.
Are these bullet holes?
Looks like it. There are 2 holes here in the wall.
The look of it, the victim was shot once in the shoulder.
The first shot must have missed.
There's 2 holes, wouldn't that mean 2 misses?
The murder weapon is a .45 caliber revolver. It's very powerful.
I believe what we're seeing here is the mark left by the second bullet after it passed through his shoulder. Oof, ouch, sounds painful.
No kidding. I wonder about this murder weapon.
This one right here.
This is the murder weapon, isn't it? This revolver? That's right, a big .45 caliber revolver.
Wow! I wonder who brought this in here. Only police were allowed to have one of those. Why are you giving me that look? I didn't do it.
I didn't. Listen,
I was out in the hall eating snackoos when it happened.
I know! No one here thinks you did it, Emma. It's hard to tell with you sometimes, Apollo. cute little face. I just want to punch it. Let me punch you, Apollo. Hey, what have I done? What if the killer brought a revolver? It must mean that they planned this from the start. That's right?
You blast through concrete. Why is his shoulder intact?
Well, it went right through him. I don't know what I'm doing. I can't examine any part of it. Okay, never mind. Yes, I can. The middle of the weapon is a revolving chamber. That's where you load the bullets. A revolver, see? Revolver. Hey, that sounds a bit like Wonder Bar. Not really. Especially if you say it really fast. Revolver. Revolver. Wonder Bar. Revolver. I mean, you're stretching it. That's a stretch. You know what I always used to think? I used to think the closest sound to Wonder Bar was one liver. There's just so many words in the world, Apollo. Isn't it amazing? What are you, a dictionary advertising? So many different words, so many different people. Like Trucy. Bow 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 bow.
That's a body, isn't it?
No, it's a mannequin.
Sure is. The victim, no less. Let's take a closer look. Oh. Go ahead, Apollo. You first.
Me? No, you should go first, Trucy, really.
Apollo, I'm 15. You're 22. It's not fair. You're an adult. I'm a child. I shouldn't even be looking at this.
Will you two stop bickering and get over here?
She's munching on Snackoos again. She's not too annoyed.
Is he writing something?
Is that blood? Why don't you examine this one, Apollo? You know more about red stuff than I do. Yep.
Says who?
Something that's strange about this blood, though. Is that what it looks like?
Shabba-ba-boom.
Apollo, look at his hand.
He's holding something.
Hey, no touching.
You can throw all the snacks at me you like, Emma. But sooner or later, you're gonna run out of them.
You raise a good point.
I'm a bit intrigued by this scene. Let's take a look.
Oh, see there? He's holding something. What's this?
Keys. Like in the song! At night in your embrace when you stole away the keys. He stole the keys! So they were fucking? Her and the interpreter were the ones fucking. Stole the keys my heart held on to so tight. And there's a heart on the keys. Pleasure, pleasure, but a fleeting melody. It wraps itself around me. And now through the air I fly. Whoa, whoa, burning on in my heart. Fire, burn my love away, all away, like a bullet of love. Okay.
Think it might belong to the killer? Certainly a possibility.
Oh, unusual keyring. What unusual keys? Could this be a vital clue? Babo. Vital clue, vital clue. We just got our next vital clue. I don't think there's anything else here. Well, it doesn't say it's done. Alright, well, anyway, unfortunately, we're going to have to leave it there for today. And we're going to switch over to Mario Kart. I said we'd do 3 hours, and we just hit 3 hours exactly. We finished that last case, and we've started this one. I think that's a great place to end. Next time we'll continue with this one, and maybe we'll see a little bit more about why this chase truly sucks. So I'll see you guys tomorrow, of course. We will continue tomorrow. As well as, what am I going to do tomorrow? I was going to do this, and I think Ryan wanted me to do Dragon Ball tomorrow, so we'll see. You don't think you're playing Mario Kart, but we shall see. Alright. Well, I'll see everybody live in a second. If you want to come by the Mario Kart stream, we'll be live in probably less than 15 minutes, so keep the tab open if you're interested, and yeah, I'll see y'all later. And of course, I'll message the Discord like I usually do. Thank you everybody for tuning in. Big Boss, Laser, Blusher, everyone enjoying the Ace Attorney streams. Very, very fun. We'll be back tomorrow to continue this. See you soon.